As the saying goes, education leads to success. Therefore, one needs to be educated to be successful. Through research and observations, many African countries need support in educational facilities and infrastructure, especially people in deprived areas in Africa. Job Shadowing 2.0 for Peace and Sustainability project initiated by the United Network of Young Peace Builders. Project is supported by the Youth in Action program from the Education, Audiovisual and Cultural Executive Agency of the European Commission. Young Peace Brigade is a Ghanaian-based NGO with network in over 20 countries, and Cyprus, Italy are both participating organizations. As part of the project, YPB hosted Senem Khalifa from Italy, who is the project officer of Cyprus. As part of a visit, Senem was taken around the project site of Young Peace Brigade at Obuasi and Mraim Kromokrom in the Upper Dintra district of the Central region of Ghana, where YPB has constructed a clinic and also facilitated the establishment of a primary and junior secondary school, as well as supporting various developmental and sustainable villages. YPB, as part of the activities of job shadowing, also organized the first ever youth parliament at Obuasi, which was attended by over 70 youth groups and schools.
Senem, what's your opinion on the school, everything, and the journey?
I really like the environment, and people seem very friendly. I'm afraid that we have been distracted their concentration, but it seems fine with everyone.
Madam, we are on you. What do you think?
About
challenges, the problem, the drive here?
For me, I think here is not a new place for me. I've been to this place, so it needs much improvement. But the school also has its own challenges concerning infrastructure and study material. So far, I think we have a big hurdle to cross.
Hadia. Hadia. What do you think?
Is that what do you think? Think of what?
About the school, what do you think needs to be done?
They need more infrastructure and other things. Like classrooms.
American nation, African, European or Australian. It doesn't matter what is business, it's everybody's business. Bye bye war, no more killing, no more fighting. We want peace, love, unity. For mankind is one. So says that 1990 is the time to abolish war. Bye bye war, no more killing, no more fighting.
Senem also visited some schools and offices of policymakers as part of her interaction and visit to Ghana.
You think they were eager to embrace the new idea, or do you think they would like to work with the community more?
Well, I think as a company they are not really interested in working with young people, but they have some mission to do. So it can be an occasion for you to propose your ideas, so they can be, they can sponsor it. So in this case, you do whatever activity you like, and they write a click on their yearly working program. They say, okay, the interaction with young people is done. So you know how it works. But you can get the best of it. You can propose them and ask some sponsorship. That will work.
Do you think that with us and CPS, what do you think will be the best collaborative project we can work together on?
Well, I think we can send you volunteers as teachers or medicals. This is coming in my mind so far, but for the structure of your schools, I have another creative one. I don't know in which process, at which level we can take part as chapters, but I really like the idea of turning rubbish into a structure. So both you do something environmental and you have the structure where your students can study.
Do you think the structure, the model project in Venezuela, do you think it will be feasible for
Guatemala? Well, we should see the weather conditions first of all. But as soon as you have the roof, wooden roof, it will work. And it's also good for those students with whom you will be probably working while you are constructing this school. It will be also an awareness raising activity for them. They will probably ask themselves, why are we now getting these bottles, why are we filling them, because they are waste. For hundreds of years they will be like that. So you use them, you make a school so this school can last long. But you know what I mean? It's also for them to know better about environmental issues.
Farida, what do you think has been the success stories of YPB in terms of the education project?
For me, the most successful story is building a school in a community where they had to trek so many miles to get to the closest village to attend school. And so then they had a very high illiteracy rate. But when a YPB constructed this school, it's been able to minimize the level of illiteracy. And now if you look at, a lot of them are more aware, they are more educated on certain issues. So their way of life has even increased, their social functioning has even increased, because ignorance has also been minimal now because of the education that has gone on. So I think that is a very big initiative that YPB has taken up upon himself, to have built a school for a community that didn't have a school at all.
What do you think needs to be done in order to move the school forward?
Through the observation, when you build a school, it comes to a time when government has to take up the work. So I think that we should be a kind of play a supervisory role to make sure that all the time we get study materials and teachers to feed these young people to be educated. And also we also have a clinic where we need the professionals to be heading that clinic, because sometimes it will be very difficult if you come to the clinic and you don't get the required person or the professional to take care of someone who is sick. He or she needs to be moved to another village. So YPB, I think we should pick up the supervisory role to make sure that all these things are being played well by government, who is handling the school and the clinic that we have at Krem.
Any last word to add?
Last word, I think there's always more room for improvement. This year is about to end, but with CIPES and other organizations, we try and get volunteers to move them to the villages and help. I think that with the youth parliament too, it's a very good initiative that monthly will bring in all these community people together and giving them a platform to bring out their grievances for us to see how to be able to solve it, because that is the best thing to do. You don't leave things in the stomach of people so that it's going to bring another, because the end result sometimes is not too good. So for YPB bringing up a very big platform for young people to bring out their grievances and their complaints out, and all together we found solutions to it, is a very great idea. And also the pilot project of the civic education clubs in junior secondary schools all around Obuasi, and maybe if it's very successful in Obuasi, we are going to move it to the whole Ashanti region and see how best is going to help these young people to become peer educators, to educate their fellow people, their fellow colleagues on environment and peace building process. And when we do that, it's going to help. So I think that the Kadem Young concept of Young Peace Brigade is a very good idea.
We are grateful for the support by European Commission and most especially UNOY Peace Builders for initiating such an inspiring project, and it is our hope that this project will be sustained. Also, YPB as an organization aimed in engaging youth and community members in local issues and build capacity to support their active participation in development, collaborated with United Network of Young Peace Builders to host the first ever youth parliament in Obuasi on 28 September 2013 at the Obuasi Urban Council Hall on the theme The Role of Young People in Peace Building and national development.
And I so at the time of scared about you. And yeah, most Ghana say scam and cover and said scout of mine not scam the Brina in the banker. Here how I economy it's me. And the mother company now who do tax Emma 18. Your risk may be a grand sale for Emma the face. Because I can't remember that there was a time when I said Ghana said on production about almost around Cassette. Tax who is Ghana in the news. And I don't know. Say, tax here for coming back, but I don't think it is out. At the end of the day, JJ, you are going to say the consequences rather for. Say, the final the government doesn't come back. The things I got saying here, you can find the government entertain you. Ghana Afra, because MY. And I heard the way she say youth now, said the week like my too harsh, but why youth? Because the more for I do go, you say you're so free, Ghana is so free 18 years and above. But the general how I could be 18 years or say, this say me more than 20 years, but the young name 20 years, 18 years, then we are feeling no senior high. Over Jai school, when you bought the bra, who goes to near USA, over Jai school, because I don't giant. Omunya, no paso,